believe that what Josh is doing is a good thing. Maybe he's a little hot-headed in the way that he does things, but I'm of the opinion that I believe in what he's trying to do, the overall thing. All of us that we've recently become friends, we're all kind of fighting a battle on a different branch on the same tree. And an individual branch, each of us with our own individual branch on the same tree. Does that make sense? Yeah. And we, the exploitation of kids, it's not okay. I'm hoping to, since I got you on here, and I didn't ask you to come on. I was showing some love. Yeah, I know you did, and I'm not trying to blindside you either. I'm hoping.
Hey, it's impossible to blindside be.
I hope you find this, and I hope you're finding this to be a respectful exchange.
It's not a big deal at all. I'll answer any question. As far as with the Josh thing, I don't have a personal beef with him at all. What it is I gave him criticism and he couldn't handle it. Which I think my criticism was extremely fair, but for his reaction to go crazy in my comment section and start demanding that I talk about other content creators on Twitter, that was too far for me. Honestly, in every video I've said, I don't have nothing personal against him. Just give him criticism. But then when you have somebody that tries to demean the work that you do just because they want to build themselves up or make themselves seem like something, it rubs me the wrong way. Not even in a personal way.
Do you honestly believe that Josh is just doing this for some sort of clout and popularity?
When every video you brag about the subscribers that you've gained, the fact that you've gotten your new page monetized, every single video you come on there with your new sweater, someone, I'm the face, guys. I guess I'm the face. This isn't me just pulling things out my butt. This is me looking at his stuff, actually saying I'm here to support. And then seeing the opposite. Do you know that he invited me to come watch a video where he said he's going to address my concerns for it to be a polite clapback? He cursed me out in the most Flanders way. It was the nicest whispering I ever had in my lifetime. He whispered me.
But why take the jabs and call him Flanders?
It was hilarious.
He's just a nice guy, and he's trying to
I can't send jabs when it's a response to him sending jabs. That's the
fair
problem.
Enough. That's fair. That's fair.
Me, but because he has this shield, if I say anything in return, it's why would you say it about him? He's so nice. What? He's fighting for a good cause. Do you realize that if he does this, right, and the ad apocalypse happens, all the people, the content creators that use all the ad revenue that they get from YouTube to go towards their cause and their funds, they won't be able to do this just because his cause is more important than everyone else's?
Well, I mean, if it involves the exploitation of children, then yeah. I mean, that's my opinion, So there's no other cause at all that you don't feel that any funding needs to go to. Just this one cause. Oh, all the causes in the world. There's a bunch. I just want to let you know that. Anti-Catholic. There's a bunch. But this is the thing that he's focused on. Like me, I'm focused. Exactly. I'm focused on this. I'm focused on a different branch of the same tree, like I said. Okay. But I'm definitely focused on that, and I'm staying focused on it, and nobody's going to sway me from it.
No one's trying to sway you. My point is that everyone has their own focus and their own mission and their own things that they're working on. But for you to put yours as this is better than everyone else's, and then in your recent videos, you start to kind of downplay the other work that other channels do and say, maybe you could get more subscribers if you talk about the things I talk about. You should stop talking about me. And then you start pretty much doing videos where you shout out the people that defended you with this echo chamber. How can you expect someone like me who's honest all the time to see that and not say something? And I'm not even saying it in a bad way. In these videos, I gave him criticism. I also defended him, but he only heard what sounded like negative towards Flanders.
But let's be fair. I mean, your videos are mostly criticism of other creators, are they not? So he's going to take it that way. I mean, it's not unfair for him to take it that way if that's the case.
Is that the case? All right. So didn't I just do a video on Emily Baker recently? It wasn't nothing like that towards her, was it? I could name a plethora. I do give people criticism, but criticism isn't a bashing. Like, the sensitivity is crazy out here. If I say I think that you did this wrong, and then I attack, not even attack, I address and criticize the other side, because I gave you one criticism shouldn't mean that I missed the evil and you should paint me as such, or that you should try to discredit my work, or even just sit there blind and act like Josh didn't do these things that I'm saying in my video. None of the things I say is made up. He actually conspired with a bigger content creator to get personal information from a smaller content creator. And people are ignoring it just because he's a good guy. I'm sorry, but I stand for something, and it's fairness. If I'm going to say something to the other content creator or any content creator when they do wrong, people will look at me like, yo, why are you ignoring when he does wrong? I don't do that. I call everyone out. You said that to me recently. Like, yo,
no, I know you do. I mean, but I mean,
why is he exempt?
No, I don't feel that he's exempt. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying it continues. It's just something that I feel like you've both made your points.
So he just stopped. He just put out a reply today.
Right.
So he should stop. Take criticism. Part of taking criticism is just being like, okay, I can learn from this, this, and this. He didn't need to do 3 responses. My responses were analyzing his responses, because that's what I do. I talk about news from YouTubers. If he's a YouTuber and there's news,
I mean,
you want to hear about it.
No, you have the right to. I've actually talked to you about this, where you do have the right to criticize other creators. Absolutely, I'm not even faulting you for that.
What's the big deal? I don't understand. He's the only one that's reacting crazy. He criticized me in a few videos. I didn't lose my mind.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How about this? I'll give you even better. Even better. A lot of the people that he's shouting out right now have all done videos criticizing me. I'm not losing my mind. So, what? Like, it's criticism. It's not that big of a deal. He's the only one crying about it. It's not that big of a deal.
I think it's just because he thinks that, he feels that what he's doing is very, very important, and it's being dismissed and minimized, and somehow he's being ostracized for it.
Did you watch his video?
Did I watch which video?
The video he did today.
Yeah, I was.
Did you see the part where he ostracized what other creators were doing, saying that they didn't have a lot? The people that criticize me are not doing enough family. I had to look at mine and go, wait, I got like 50 family vlog videos. So he's doing all the things that you're saying that he feels like he should stop doing it to other people if he doesn't want it back. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I mean, we're all going to experience a little bit of hypocrisy. We're all going to express a little hypocrisy. All of us are. None of us are exempt from it. It's going to happen. But I mean, it just boils down to, like, if you're looking for it, you know what I mean? Am I looking to catch this person? Like, I straight up, I do, because I believe that what Critical K does is absolutely dangerous. I absolutely do that. I absolutely find things to call her out on. But if I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, if I didn't give a shit about what she was saying, then I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing, is I feel the only reason that I do what I do involving Critical K is because I do believe that what she's doing is absolutely dangerous. Otherwise, I wouldn't give a shit. I don't talk about other creators in that way. Not anymore anyway. Like, if I have a problem with a creator, with another creator in the community, I've had those words with them, and then it's over, and then we end it. But I feel like this is just going on and on and on and on between the two of you, and I'm talking to him too. I feel like what Josh is trying to do is too important. And what I'm trying to do is too important. What Truthy's trying to do is too important. What Illuminacy is trying to do is too important. What Comic Nut is trying to do is too important. So I feel like this
left off some names there, Glare.
Well, no
one else think that they're doing important.
Well, no. Don't take that as an insult. What I'm saying is this thing between the two of you. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be honest with you. You're asking me, do I feel like what you're doing is important? Is that what you're asking me?
Do you?
I want to believe that. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely want to believe that, because I feel like yes, calling out people who are doing shitty things, fucked up shitty things because their hearts are fucking nasty, as you put it. Absolutely. Sure. Yes, I think that's absolutely important. But this seems more personal between the two of you. This doesn't seem
Blair,
like your normal content, is what I'm saying.
Can I ask you a question, Blair?
Sure.
Just one thing, in particular, when it comes to Josh, him conspiring with a bigger content creator in order to get a smaller content creator's personal information. How do you feel about that? Because it seems like people just glance over that because they think he's a good guy. Take the whole he's a good guy and what he's fighting for out. How do you feel about Josh conspiring with a bigger content creator? The same thing he cried about recently with another content creator doing it. Conspiring with a bigger content creator in order to get someone's personal information to dox them. By the way, the person that he thought they were, he did share that information because he thought that was them. So he did attempt to dox them, but it could have been even worse because that person wasn't who they thought it was. How do you feel about that? Is that something that we glance over because he's a nice guy?
I feel like I always say, if you play with snakes, you're going to get bit. I always say that. Now, the reason why I feel that applies to this particular scenario is, was that person that he was looking for information on, is that someone who is putting children in danger?
No, they did a video pretty much cracking jokes on him, fam.
Well, if it was a personal thing, then no, of course, I don't approve of that. Absolutely not.
All right. So why am I wrong for pointing that out? Why is he?
I'm not saying you're wrong for pointing anything out. That's not what I'm saying. From his perspective, I'm saying that at this point, like now it just seems like just a back and forth between the two of you is what I'm saying. It's not so much about the issue itself. Now it just seems like a more personal thing between the two of you, and I would be remiss if I didn't address it, because if you looked at the chat, there's people that were agreeing and saying, yeah, this is fucking uncomfortable because we love BX Beast Boy and we love Josh.
The only reason why I think people perceive it as uncomfortable is because they love Josh. You don't want to see someone that you have respect for, that you keep what I'm saying. You don't want to see someone that you have respect for, you have love for, that you support their mission, do nasty things. But if we ignore that, that means that damages the mission in a whole. People on the opposite side can pick him apart worse than what I did. Y'all think that was me taking it serious? Have y'all watched my previous videos? I would have went crazy if it was a personal thing. I can roast Josh for an hour straight, take a sip of water, and come back for 2 more. That's not what I was doing. I was pointing out examples on how it could be better. I even said in my video, I'm willing to support him. If he reaches out to me, we could talk about it and all that. How did he respond? He didn't respond with criticism or, all right, we could talk and figure this out. His response was to demand that I talk about the smaller content creator that he has tried to dox. There's no way anyone can explain that to me other than he was nasty. Even if it was caused by emotion of him being like, hey, I'm trying to do this. Why is everybody coming at me? It was still a nasty move. Period. So people glancing over in it and just acting like it didn't happen makes me focus on it more. I'm not targeting him. I don't actually look for things to debunk in his videos. I literally have been going to his videos to support him since forever, since he interviewed me. I've said since day one, I've said to you privately, so you can know that, you know personally that I'm not saying this just for the cameras or just for the live. We personally talk, and I said, I have nothing personally against him. I just believe he's making these mistakes. I would like to see things get a little bit better so people can't try to destroy it, and it doesn't mess up everything.
But I mean,
so what's wrong with that? He's the only one that's going crazy about it.
But is it fair to say that you're not acknowledging what he's trying to do moving forward and giving him that much credit?
He said the same thing to me.
Okay, if you guys can both acknowledge that you're both trying to do something that is noble.
Always acknowledge that. He's
all right. Well, then let's fucking call a ceasefire, man. Let's just do it.
No, I can't do that, because if he keeps messing up, I'm going to call it out. That's what BX Beast Boy does. There's no ceasefire. Because I like him, I'm not going to criticize him.
Okay.
Stop being nasty. That's how you get me to ceasefire. Let this be an announcement. Everyone who's listening, you want BX Beast Boy to stop talking about you? Stop being nasty. It's as simple as that. I give everyone a fair shake. You don't be nasty, I'm not looking at you. But when you be nasty and instead of taking accountability, you try to put it on everyone else, and then you uplift the people who defended you, kissing your butt. Not saying that everyone who defended him did that, but that's just, put a little comedic taste on it. Nah, fam, I can't rock with it. I have to say something. That's just me. I got to be like, yo, that's not right. And I've been like that since day one. Josh knows that. Instead of inboxing me or contacting me, he's choosing to go this route. This is him.
I'm being honest, man. Like I enjoy. I absolutely enjoy your channel. I meant it when I've told you that I totally enjoy your channel. But when you hear it happening to a friend, and someone that you respect what they're doing, it's like, fuck, I can't enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah.
It's not like I'm targeting him. Or if I have a personal issue with someone, I don't speak about them in videos. I spoke about this because I gave fair criticism to both sides. He's just the only side that lost his mind afterwards and continued to lose his mind.
I think it's because he likes you as a creator. I honestly believe that. Yeah, I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that I honestly think that whether he would ever admit it or not, he was probably a little hurt by it because he liked you as a creator. I think so.
We can't go based off emotions, man. The same way he could be hurt by that.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying what I think was the case.
How many people has he propped up who have made an attempt or not even criticized? I've actually made personal attacks on me. A lot. And I don't care. My emotion has nothing to do with me giving him criticism. I see it as, it is what it is. Everybody has a fair shake. Whoever can say whatever could say whatever. You want to work with whoever. I don't care about that stuff. Why is he the only one getting so sensitive and upset about it? It ain't that big of a deal. It's really not. Man.
I think it's just because he takes what he's trying to do very seriously, and it tends to threaten his credibility, or at least he feels it, or at least he feels that way. I don't know. I've never actually spoken to him about that.
I think every creator feels that way, and he bashes a lot of creators, fam, and discredits a lot of creators.
I have too. I'm really only criticizing and bashing one, but
do you care if somebody does a video
actually in this live stream I've bashed like fucking half a dozen. But
do you care if anyone does a video on you?
No. I don't.
It's tough skin. Why is he the only one? We got to stop babying him. He older than me. Stop babying these people. He's a grown man. He can handle it, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I just feel like, I don't know, man. It boils down to just, I hate seeing it. That's all it is. I like you. I like him, and I hate seeing it.
I totally.
That's all it is. That's really all it is.
I understand, man.
I have no control over what you do. I just, I only have control over me explaining to you how it makes me feel. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
No, I get it. I 100% get it, and it sucks, man. I know a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way, especially when I went in that chat and a lot of his subscribers proceeded and stumping me out right in front of him. Man, I'm just like, hey, I'm here to listen. I'm open-minded. Oh, just bash me? Okay, Josh. Yeah. You don't want no beef, but you here allowing this. Do I not tell my supporters not to troll anybody or bash them or anything? That's the difference between us two. That's what I'm trying to get people to realize. There's a way that you do this professionally in a nice way, and he doesn't do it. so there's no kid gloves when it comes to him.
I have to address this comment that I highlighted here. Vans, she says, the glare, you don't think that you would be upset if BX did a video criticizing you? I probably would. But it's because of the dynamic that you and I have developed. That's the only reason. To answer your question earlier, more specifically, when people make videos about me, I'm like, I don't give a shit, but it's because they're from people that I don't give a shit about. You know what I mean? So if it's you making a video about me after we've established a friendship, I'm gonna be like, fuck. But and I'm not saying that you and Josh established a friendship. I don't know what your dynamic was prior to all this, but it feels like you all have you both seem to have hearts that are good, and it's just to see you guys, you know, clash. It's unnerving. That's all it is. It's unnerving for somebody who's a fan of both you guys. You know,
it'll be all right, man. It's I don't know what it is. I don't really think it's even him emotion. I think it's more pride on his side, if you want me to be honest.
But isn't it pride on your side too?
No, not at all. No, I do what I do. Like, did I not, guys? Let me know in the chat.
How is that not pride? When you say something like, I do what I do,
this is what I do. That's not pride.
But that's Josh's attitude as well. I do what I do. Right?
That's different. There's a difference. I can accept when someone criticizes me. In the last week or 2 weeks or so, I've gone to many people's live streams and said, all right, I want to hear what you have to say. I do that all the time. Me and you talk about that in the podcast. But I'm like, yo, people give me lists. People give me lists, and I looked over it. So why can't he do the same? So no, it's not pride for me. Pride, none of that stuff affects me, man. My skin tough. I have no choice for winning.
I'm very proud and I'm very stubborn. It's definitely something that I need to work on. But I'm very prideful and stubborn. Absolutely.
Nah, I'm not, man. I used to be. I'm not. It's not that big of a deal. Like, just do it. People do videos. They criticize, whatever. But honestly, if anyone watched any of my videos, I did not go hard on him. I haven't gone hard yet. I have not went for the jugular. I haven't done none of that. I just gave fair criticism. It's just what irks me, or what kind of bothers me a little bit, I guess, is people giving him this holier than thou, the shield, protecting him like he's a baby and he's a grown man. I don't like that. Like that bothers me, because it's like, yo, I don't like people that put shields that hide behind movements. I think they can't accept criticism because they're doing something good or because you think they're a good person. That's crazy. People criticize me on a regular. People say worse. People do worse than criticize me, and I just take it tough skin, boy. I'm from the Bronx. Like, this is nuts.
But see, Josh is from Canada. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? You shouldn't talk gangster. You shouldn't talk gangster.
I don't think he does talk gangster.
Yes, he does. Come on. What? How does he talk Canada? They can't sue me. I'm all the way in Canada. I can say whatever I want. That's not gangster. That's not gangster. He made an entire channel just for clapbacks, Galera. Let's call a spade a spade. He made a whole channel dedicated to clapping back at people, fam. And I watched them videos. They was all petty, mean girl type of jokes. Let's be real, man. Let's stop babying this man. If he's gonna get in the dirt and be nasty, he can take the jabs or the shots, or at least criticism. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like he is, though, because he's still moving forward with it. I feel like he is, though, because he's still moving forward with his content.
That's great. I mean? And he's still moving forward with the nasty content on the second channel as well. Only thing is, ain't no mask on BX Beast Boy. If I'm petty, I'm petty. I'm letting you know at the gate. Hey guys, I'm about to get real petty right now.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I don't have an alt channel. Everybody's telling me to get an alt channel. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about an alt channel. I'll fucking tell you what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. Period. I want you to know who's insulting you, motherfucker.
There you go. And from within this conversation. Yeah. From within this conversation alone, we pointed out multiple cases of Josh just doing something that's foul or just wild or that's crazy. And I'm not supposed to say anything.
I just know that Josh is coming from a very, very good place. Maybe he doesn't know that, maybe he's not navigating it to standards that you hold necessarily. That's cool. But I don't, I mean, everybody's, there was somebody in chat that was like, well, like the Vans, I wanted to address this, you don't think, I mean, somebody actually said, let me rephrase that. Somebody actually said that if Kay was doing what Josh was doing, that I'd be losing my shit. I don't
believe that. I agree. I 100%. I believe if it was not Josh doing the same things, y'all will all lose your minds. I swear.
That's
guess what? It has. When Without a Crystal Ball did it, y'all lost your minds. When Josh is doing it, y'all silent. He's doing the Karen. He's a Karen. Let's keep it real. Why are we pretending, guys? He's doing it without a crystal ball, fam. He's literally hiding behind a shield.
I think you're making it more than what it is.
No, I'm just calling it what it is. Everyone has these glasses on that they perceive of people that are nice, that allow them to just get away with murder. Not here. BXB Boy has always not had these glasses on. I'm not afraid to be honest. I'm not afraid to be real. I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I don't like you.
Vans
I'm
were
gonna
cool.
call it out. I'm gonna call it out.
Let me address Vans. No, Vans were cool, man. Absolutely. That was a perfectly valid question. Absolutely. That was absolutely.
No. What happened? They thought you. No, we all good. Yeah, that was a great question, actually. Yeah, I'm just real, man. There's no way to turn it off. Everyone knows BXB Boy is real out here in these streets.
Oh, I don't think Truthy. I'll drop a link for Truthy if he wants to join on too.
He said he never even made one video about Without a Crystal Ball, but you've called her nasty. You was able to say that what you did was wrong.
I've called her boring. That's all I really know about her.
From what you know, and from what the tactics that she's used, I think it's well known what the majority believes or how they feel about her. I just think that if Without a Crystal Ball, didn't have hair and she made bad dad jokes with the camera from when in the garage with the Captain America shield in the background, I think that no one would care. No one would bat an eye. I think that no one would.
Come on, Beast Boy, you gotta agree that Josh's fucking background looks dope, dude. It does.
I never said it didn't. I never said it didn't look dope.
Don't take shots.
I never said his
Captain America shield. I envy the fact that he has a Captain America shield in the background.
I'm sure that's why he puts it up. That's exactly why he puts it up.
It's shiny as fuck, dude. I would fucking totally put that up. Hell yeah, dude.
That's what he puts up. I didn't say nothing was bad about it. I'm a comic book fan. I'm just describing the background of a person where no one expects them to take accountability. That's how that looks. Put on a jean jacket, I don't know, maybe an old school Christmas sweater, shoot a basketball in the beginning, and then I swear, fam, no one even sees what you do. It's like wearing a visibility cape. I'm telling you, just crack some. Every time you saw the stream, do 5 minutes of bad dad jokes. Just do 5 minutes of bad dad jokes, and no one's gonna ever give you any slack.
I don't see it that way at all, man. I feel like he's, I think he's adorably naive. Yes.
He's mad. You're not giving me a chance.
I can't really control what he says.
Yes.
You think he's adorably naive?
I do. Yes. He's
not a puppy.
He's a guy that has not had the same life experiences as you and I have had. This is a guy that actually walked the path that people tell you you're supposed to do without fucking. I agree. You know what I'm saying?
This is also the guy that when you give him criticism and tell him the things he does wrong, he gets on camera and says, I know I did it wrong, but my mission means so much. So we can't say he's naive. He's aware that he's being nasty. He just thinks that the cause allows him to do it without any kind of criticism. He said it on multiple videos within the last week alone. I know what I'm doing, but hey, if you want to judge me, that's okay. I'm still going to keep going. We cannot act like he's not doing anything wrong. Every kind of defense you give, he's debunked himself.
Is Josh here? If Josh is here, I would be happy to give him a mic.
Give him a mic. I'm going to say the same thing. He's not going to have an answer. He's going to get mad and yell, and he's going to run off the stream. Or curse or something. Or throw raisins at me. I don't know. I'm just talking hypothetically, guys. You know what I'm doing. I'm comedy, man. Come on. Yeah, it's funny when I do it to Critical K, but not Josh. Oh, where's the standard?
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, but it's because Critical K sucks. And I don't think Josh does. That's my feelings, man.
Exactly. Because you don't think Josh sucks. We're all entitled to our opinion. I 100% agree with you. My opinion is that he's doing a lot of nasty stuff lately, even if the cause is for a good cause.
I get that. I get that you feel that way. I just, man, the thing is I'm in a place where I back him up. I believe that what he's doing is the right thing to be doing, and I don't think that we know all of the details and all of the story.
He admitted to doxing someone. He said, yes, because I thought you were creepy. Because you creeped my wife out. I made the plan with the bigger content creator to get your information and put it out. Well, he said that. That was him.
Well, all right. Well, if that's the case, then isn't it fair that he felt threatened, that his own family?
No, he didn't say threatened. He said creepy. He said you're creepy.
Yeah, creepy. But I mean, if somebody was fucking with his wife, come on, man.
He said they look creepy. Their videos are creepy. He didn't say that they did anything. Maybe if that's the case, he should have put that in the video instead of saying that they looked creepy.
But you yourself say that he's gonna, he kind of edits himself in a comedic way, like Ned Flanders. You know what I mean?
That was comedy. All right, now we excusing people because we like them. Like
no. I'm saying,
you think that was comedy?
But I'm saying though, like, I mean, doesn't that apply? I mean, isn't that fair to say that if you're nitpicking what he's saying in that aspect, then why wouldn't the same thing that you actually make jokes about apply to that situation? Possibly
because I laugh after I say them, because I say it's a joke. Maybe because I put a warning before my videos telling people not to troll people. There's a lot of things. If we're going to make the comparison, let's make them right. Okay. He's not laughing after he says that. He was serious with an angry face. That's not hilarious to me. Flanders don't get that mean and they were creepy. And I'm supposed to go, that was hilarious, Josh. Woo, you angry at how creepy it is.
Did you see the one where Flanders, the Simpsons, where he was like,
he ripped the shirt off?
Oakley, and then he like lost his shit. He fucking finally snapped. That shit actually happened. Yeah, I remember that. But that's
a lot of those moments lately.
That's not Josh, man. Josh,
Josh, it's not. So he should be himself. He has not been himself lately. I agree with you. He should be himself.